I started when I was very young. I started doing like Nickelodeon television shows and very silly stuff, and then I went to school for theater. I studied musical theater and did a bunch of plays and musicals outside of school and just auditioned. I auditioned my ass off, and eventually it happened.
But the beginning of your Sandman journey is quite unique.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm sure many of you have heard the story before, but I tweeted Neil Gaiman in the dead of night because I wanted more information. I didn't know if Desire was going to appear in season 1, so I just sort of asked that question, and he sent me the casting director's information and all those things, so I passed it along to my agents and asked them to kind of take it from there and help me send in a tape. And that kicked off this whole thing for me. I mean, it might not have happened if I didn't do that at 4 a.m.
Weirdly, I didn't go to drama school, and it's quite difficult to do plays in this country specifically if you haven't done that, because they're afraid that you haven't learned how to speak loudly enough. And I'm quite quiet anyway. But there was a play about a young man who murdered all of his friends called Punk Rock that I did at the Lyric Hammersmith, and it was offered to a friend of mine, and he couldn't do it, and he very beautifully and kindly said, if you want a fucked up homicidal teenager, like I know who should do this, and he asked them to meet me, and that's how I started.